Hello friends, I am Vijan Velivari. All are welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, that is session 3, we have almost completed the preparation for starting a train from the station. Anyhow, let us go to the guard and see whether he has completed the work. We have seen that guard and loco pilot has jointly conducted the continuity test, and let us see what are the other works to be done by the guard. See, we are going to start the train at 4:30 a.m., that is at night. Guard will see that he has fixed a flickering or flashing red tail lamp at the back of the last coach. This tail lamp is a battery operated one. It is because of night, that is we are going to start the train at 4:30, so it is night. So he is placing he is fixing the tail lamp. Suppose it is day, means he will replace it with the LV board. See, you might have seen in trains at the last coach, at the back of the last coach, fixed a board showing LV, that is last vehicle board. Can we have more coaches at the back of the guard van? Definitely, we can have 2 more coaches at the back of the guard van. In that case, the tail lamp will be fixed at the back of the last coach. Suppose there is an inspection coach at the station and the officer wants to go by the same train by attaching this inspection car. In that case, this inspection car can be attached at the back of these 2 coaches. That means there will be 3 coaches at the back of the guard van, that is 2 ordinary normal coaches plus 1 inspection car. That is the maximum which can be had at the back of a brake van. So here also the tail lamp will be fixed always at the back of the last coach. So behind the inspection car, this flickering tail lamp will be fixed. Suppose there are other tail lamps, fixed tail lamp in the coaches at the back of certain guard van, there will be fixed tail lamp. In such cases, those tail lamps should be switched off by the guard. There should be only one tail lamp, and that tail lamp should be at the back of the rearmost coach. Okay, now in the guard van, at the entrance of the guard van, we can see there is a side lamp. This side lamp, this position can be shifted. It can show white or red. So what should be its position while starting the train? The side lamp should show white light towards the loco pilot and red light towards the back. So that should be the position of the side lamp while starting the train. On reaching the station S, suppose the controller says you stop the train there, another train is coming from R, which is more important, which is super fast train, or some other importance are there for that train. In that case, that train is to be given precedence, or that train will bypass this train to the next station. In that case, the side lamp should be turned by the guard to show white light towards the back. Normally, white light should be towards the loco pilot and red towards the back. When there is a precedence of another train, then this red light should be turned to white by the guard till the train passes the station. Afterwards, it should be changed as red towards the rear and white towards the loco pilot. Okay, now let us go to the station master's office and see what is happening at the SM room, station master's room. Now the station master at R has to send the train to station S, so he must get the section blocked for this train. For this, he will call the station master at S, and he will give the train number and other particulars to the station master S and ask line clear. When the line clear is sought, the station master S will grant line clear through the block instrument. So he will turn the block instrument at S so that the block instrument at R will show train going to position. There will be a needle which will be showing train going to position. So on seeing the train going to position, the station master R will understand that he has got a line clear and he can start the train into the block section. At the station, for dispatching this particular train, there are two dispatch signals. These are starter and advanced starter. We have already learned about it. Here, the advanced starter is interlocked with the block instrument. Interlocking means only when one instrument or one lever is worked, the other can be operated. That is meant by interlocking. When you are driving a car, only when clutch is operated, the gear can be changed. This is a kind of interlocking. When the block instrument is showing train going to position, then only the advanced starter can be taken off. Off position of this advanced starter can be given only if the block instrument is showing train going to position. What is the off position of the signal? Off position means any position other than on position. That is, on position of a stop signal is red. So other than red, then the position is called off position. It may be yellow or green. Both are off position in the case of a stop signal. Here, off position of advanced starter can be given only if train going to position is there in the block instrument. In the absolute block system, we are blocking the section between the stations. Here, block stations. Here, R station and S station. These are two stations. The section between these two stations is blocked for this train. Now, there will be a doubt from where this block section begins. Clearly, where is the demarcation of this block section? By saying that in between the stations, it is not clear where this actually the block section commences. R station, there will be so many other operating works going on, that is shunting, that is taking from one engine from one road to another road, or one rake from one road to another road. All these works, these are done on the instruction of station master at R. Beyond a particular area, he must get the permission from the station master from the other station. Here, the station master from station S. That is called the block section. So, where the SM has the jurisdiction to do all the work, that is called station section. So, beyond that station section, if any train is to be sent, he must get the permission from the station master from the next station, or here S station. So, we can say where the station section ends, the block section will begin. At the area or at the place where the station section ends and the block section begins, there is the advanced starter located. Here the advanced starter demarcates the station section and block section. And I told you this advanced starter is interlocked with the block instrument, and when the block instrument is in the train going to position, this advanced starter can be taken off. In the absolute block system, the loco pilot must get an assurance that the block section is clear of all trains, clear of all obstructions. How this assurance can be given to the loco pilot? Now, S station has given permission or line clear to the station master at R. Here the instrument is showing train going to position. Then only the station master at R can clear the advanced starter. So when the advanced starter is cleared, that means the block section ahead or the block section beyond that advanced starter is clear of all obstructions, clear of all trains. That is, the off position of that advanced starter is the authority to the loco pilot to enter the block section with his train. So by the taking of the advanced starter, the loco pilot is assured that the section ahead is, the block section ahead is clear of all trains, all other obstructions. Here in this double line section, advanced starter demarcates station section and block section, and the block section begins from this advanced starter. Now where it will end, that we will see when the train is moving towards station S. Now it is time 4:25. 4:30 the train is to leave. Now it is time 4:25. By the time the TXR will check, train examiner will check the brake power of the entire train, and he will issue brake power certificate or BPC to loco pilot and guard. Now at 4:25, that is 5 minutes for dispatching the train, a long bell will be given by the station master, which is called passenger warning bell. So in all train starting stations, 5 minutes before the dispatch of the train, this passenger warning bell will be given, a long bell, to warn the passengers that the train is going to leave. Also, when the train is moving from one station to its destination station, wherever the train stops for more than 5 minutes, this passenger warning bell will be given. The station master clears the dispatch signals for the train. Dispatch signals, I told you, we are having two signals, that is advanced starter and starter. First, which signal will be cleared? First, the farthest signal should be cleared. Whenever more than two signals are to be cleared, the farthest signal should be cleared first. Here, the advanced starter will be cleared first. On clearing the advanced starter or taking off the advanced starter, it shows green light. At stations, some certain stations it will show yellow, that we will see later. It is also off position. Here this off position is green. Now thereafter he will clear the starter for the train. We have seen that we are having 6 roads, and all these 6 roads are having starter signal, and our train is on road 2 or platform number 2, and here the starter signal for platform number 2, that is the starter signal on the left side of the train, will be cleared. That will also show green because it is the main line. So if that starter had been cleared for any other line, that is except this road 2, all other lines the starter will be showing yellow only, because it is the train is to be started and it should go on loop line at a restrictive speed. So to caution the loco pilot, the starter will be showing only yellow. Here it is a main line, he can go with the normal speed, or there is no speed restriction to be observed, so it is showing green. For this particular train which is to be dispatched, SM is in charge of this train and also the guard and the loco pilot. But when the train is on the move, guard is in charge of that train. Now the train is to be dispatched at 4:30, and naturally the SM has to give permission or instruction or direction to the guard to start the train. How he will give that instruction? Through the VHF set, very high frequency sets will be available at the station, and guard will be having walkie-talkie, and through this VHF set the guard will be given instruction to start the train. Now the guard will start the train. Previously, the for starting of the train, the station bell will be given according to the direction. Suppose it is up direction, 3 bell will be given. For down direction, 2 short bell will be given. That is how the permission to guard was given. Later it was modified that the loco pilot must observe the starter signal and advanced starter, and then he will call the guard and tell him that the signal has been taken off, so whether he can start the train or not. All these have been changed, and now it is for the SM to give direction to the guard that he must start the train. Now the SM has given direction to the guard to start the train at 4:30. The guard will give a long whistle. He will wave the green light. If it is day, the green flag above his head. On seeing this, the loco pilot will start the train. Before starting the train, guard should see that it is safe for the train to move. The loco pilot will acknowledge signal of the guard by waving the green light outside his cabin. He will give one long, one short whistle. you might have heard that while train is started from the station, it will give a long whistle followed by a short whistle. One long, one short, we used to say. Suppose in some stations, because of curve or because of some building or something like that, if the guard's signal is not visible to the loco pilot, in that case, SM should depute a staff under him to repeat the signal of the guard to the loco pilot. So now we have started the train. Train has entered the block section. When it passed the LSS, it has entered the block section. So here the authority to proceed for the loco pilot to enter the block section with his train was off position of LSS or advanced starter. When the train has passed the signals, automatically the signal will turn to red. Because we are having these two stop signals, these stop signals will go to on position, that is, it will show red. After the passage of the train, the levers or knobs which are operated by the station master to give the signal off position, that will be put back to normal. The important points we have learned in this video are station section, block section. Where the station section ends, block section begins. Station section is where SM can do all shunting works and everything without the permission from the station master from the other end. Whereas to do any work beyond that station section, that is the block section, that permission should be obtained or Langler should be obtained or whatever it be. Without the consent of the SM of S station or without the consent of the station in advance, you cannot do anything. The SM at R cannot do anything. Now, what is a block station? Block station is the station where the loco pilot is given an authority to proceed to enter the block section with his train. So here the authority to proceed is off position of the LSS. Those who are yet to subscribe this channel, kindly subscribe and also click the bell icon near to that subscription button so that you will be getting notification in your phone whenever I post a new video in YouTube. We have started the train. Now we will see the rest of it in the next video. Okay, I think we will see in our next video.